At full screen as I get to see Kano. You know, he couldn't get with the mom, so he's trying with the daughter. This disgusting man, a true villain of the MKC. And Biohazard trying to space it out is going to get punished for going for that, you know, knife, raw jumping punch. And now SonicFox is going to work. Cassie with the corner combo, so fluid and so many hits there. 38% into the jump in. And Biohazard not giving up, not submitting the rounds. Gonna get the punish here. Doesn't spin the meter though. The smart stuff in the wake up flip kick, because why not? Gets the ball roll punish right away. Wait a minute now. Oh, gets a little antsy but survives. Maybe it was meant to be. It was not. Sonic gunshots a little too instant, and those two pieces to the dome are enough to get the job done. Shoot him right in that metal eye of his.
And what an anti-air EX air laser, and the conversion into the ball. That was ridiculous.
Oh wow, and the forward 2 Biohazard showing off now at this point. I can anti-air a bunch of different ways. That is now a down 2. Make it the 3rd way in a row that he's punished. And he's got the whip punishes too. You know, Cybernetic, widely regarded as a purely fundamental character, and Biohazard showing that he definitely has the talent to play the game the way it's meant to be. What an answer.
That was a lights out round for Biohazard. Perfect, and another anti-air laser. I think he went for a better conversion off that dash. But man, his reactions on jump-ins have been outstanding. 2, back 1, laser, he's got them all.
And great patience there. Nice on the counter post and playing perfectly, you know, besides that one errant knife toss that granted SonicFox that jump in. Biohazard's been untouchable since the 2nd round. All right, now the left-right throw mix-up game. Now SonicFox, one of the best at it, spins the bar to wake up. Ooh, goes for the late run-in, but Sonic with that late jump-in tag, that baton swipe, enough to keep your advantage going. And the instant air guns expected from SonicFox at a down 3 anti-air. Biohazard still showing off.
And unbreakable EX guns. That was so smart from Sonic.
Maybe that's somewhere hidden in his secret MK lore. We need to get the price tag on that. Let me ask, you know, tweet out Ed Boone and see if we can figure it out.
Why? Because Cassie cages might be special forces, just, you know, bread and butter. That's what everyone gets.
All right, and there we go. Biohazard with the 5th button he's anti-aired with now. You got the laser, the down 2, the down 3, the forward 2, and the back 1. And right on cue, another back 1. Biohazard showing off. No, Sonic, stay grounded.
Every time he's gone airborne, he has been all over it.
And I'm calling that an anti-air too, because Sonic jumps, so he anti-aired with the Kano ball. That is now 6 different ways. Take notes, friend. Kano has the tools to play a very grounded game, and look, the whip punish.
And now, with no stamina, movement is restricted. SonicFox has 3 bars. If he gets 1 hit, simply gets flip. But 1 hit could go potential guaranteed mix. And Biohazard, the spacing has been immaculate so far. Staying away from this man. And every time that he builds the space, SonicFox has a resort to jumping in because he's gotten whip punished so many times off the backdash. This is going crazy for SonicFox now.
Yeah, the American reset right there. You know, the Canadian star wasn't ready for that one. He got caught not blocking on wake up. And just because Sonic whipped the string, the ending of it was able to pop him up and start a new combo anew. Unintentional, but a beautiful thing when it happens, and he'll take it. SonicFox in control, and you know, Biohazard is just playing a fantastic game, but you know, just getting outplayed. I mean, this is as high of a level as it gets, and he's not doing anything wrong. Sonic is just getting the best of him and making the more, you know, out of all the opportunities presented to him.
Really good blow up gap, trying to see if he can mount a new mental comeback. He's got no resources, and SonicFox is going to put him down in the corner. Is he going to get that? He is. SonicFox is going to go 2-0, but it hasn't been free.
She has the personality for sure, but did she grab the material prowess as well? I'd like to figure that out as we go into this game 3. Biohazard trying to crawl his way up from the deep, you know, down 2 games. EX knives for plus frames, regular knife to catch SonicFox on the counter poke, and now a reversal back throw to the corner. Time to get everything going. The jump in and the armor on the EX Jesus Juice grab. Gonna save him the first time, but not the second time. SonicFox putting in work.
Raw overhead at 18%. Very disheartening.
and the trip guard there. SonicFox was looking for the anti-air, starting with that standing 2. Quick 6-frame move from Cassie, but instead catches Biohazard on the landing for the full grounded punish. Yeah, and the steamroll is just happening.
That's the amazing stamina-less conversion that I saw first from SonicFox. That's when you know that you've truly the characters, that when you've got those little micro conversions, any situation at any time, and here comes guaranteed mix from SonicFox trying to close it out this round and actually wait to see if he will come off the bar.
Yeah, a little shimmy there trying to bait out that Kano ball as we saw SonicFox do so elegantly last week, but now just the regulars wait for you to out if he got the name before MKX, or he just decided on it before his first tournament. Because that's pretty ridiculous.
Because the NRS scene does not bode well when being, having the name of a character and not actually playing the character. Does best MK Raiden play Raiden? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I know, right? Did Mr. Aquaman play Aquaman?
Absolutely not. Not one bit.
So we may know a thing or two about that now. Coming in, nice bait there on the armored attempt. Full auto getting the full mix, the raw. Standing 1 for the plus frames and instantly commits into the low attack there. Tweedy not watching his legs, the blind man. Hard to see, from all of those angles with the blindfold over your face and a lack of vision as full auto mixes correctly and takes round 1.
And gonna get some great damage and corner carry once again. Oh, drops the combo though. And the blue wake up, saving him from that back heel.
He only got a down 1 punish on that, but he's been able to just mix up these overheads and lows off of the back from 1. So Tweedy getting his damage in short bursts, and it adds up quicker than you could imagine with so much hit advantage. Wait a minute. You tell me that was intentional. That was
godlike. That was just godlike. And going with the X throw, it looked like if he was a little bit closer, that actually would have worked to full auto with some setup.
Full auto is going to cost himself 2 bars a meter there and not converting it. He's also going to lose 42% into corner position. It wakes up, and this is an easy punish for Tweedy. Now he has no meter and has the amount of comeback, but the good news, in the corner, Jacqui doesn't need meter to continue her combos.
Good block from Tweedy.
And that's it. This should be enough to get the kill in full auto. Again, the smart stuff. He's a tie, and those guys, a tie is a monster in the lab. So, it's in his blood to do so.
Yeah, these OD guys are one of my favorite groups in Mortal Kombat X.
For sure.
Since their insurgence, they travel together, they lab together, and they in a world where we kind of lost that area beef. They stuck together when they traveled, and they still had it.
Yeah, they made it hype. For sure. All right, now he's going to wake up with the meter. Full auto, not giving up, even at a pixel's notice. He wants this round, and all we know, he needs 1 hit, but the jump kick, Tweedy realizing that does not jail, and he's going to armor out immediately. Even if full auto blocked there, Tweedy would have had enough block advantage to throw out another demon, which would have been enough to chip and get the kill anyway. So Tweedy there, committed to taking the round, and now working on the match. Full auto is not going to get the stamina in time to break the combo, and now he's going to need more than a miracle to mount this comeback. Nice blocks, armors through to keep the offense going. Tweedy will not have a bar of meter. Wants to mix up.
Unfortunately, puts himself in the corner, and now it's just chip territory for Tweedy. Now that he has a bar, this is all but guaranteed. But here we go, breaks the armor.
Oh, wait a minute. Full auto finding a way, and Tweedy's going to bash down 1. Is it enough? It is not. Jumps through air to air, and the conversion. No, not like this. Aquaman, please. Not like this. No.
Oh my gosh, that would have been the...
Absolutely. Oh, and doesn't commit, but uses the hand cannon to burst through that armor. What's 2 shots to a gun that shoots about 8,000 a minute? Full auto and control right now. Miss Jacqueline Briggs trying to make her daddy proud, pounding the blind man into submission. Wakes up with the armor anyway, and Tweedy with the teleport gets his offense going.
Oh, breaks the back 4-2 with the back 1 raw. That's what's so strong about that normal, is that it does so much in and of itself. 1 button.
And that is so slick full auto again. That is now back-to-back 3 times in a row, using the invincibility off the interactable jump off, going straight through Tweedy's teleport attack 3 times in a row to secure that round, keep himself from losing any life, and not allow Tweedy to get any combo string started or air-to-air attempts.
If you got the teleport, gets the corner position, Tweedy probably gonna go for some mix here.
Yeah, man, this is just excellent knowledge of the game, you know, from both players. And wow, Tweedy going for the anti-air, but instead eats the jump in.
And that's twice we've seen full auto drop those combo here in game number 2. Or sorry, game number 3.
Right hand cannon, patience, backdashes out of the range of the teleport, tries to jump over that armor, but that Omni hitbox, we know what that does. Aquaman, and here we go.
This is gonna be close. Doesn't give him a bar.
Off the medium.
And that's gonna close it out. Full auto's gonna take it. He's gonna have 2-1. And here we go, game number 4 getting started 2-1 in full auto's favor, and the interactable usage already paying off. Keeps it plus with that forward 1-2. And the delayed wake up into 1-2-1-2.
Yep.
Big damage here, corner carry.
And we've seen that delayed wake up, you know, grant these players huge success so many times tonight, you know. Just guys knowing when the short, when the long delay, a lot of mix-up. I remember having a conversation back with Hayate, you know, months ago, talking about how that's one of the most underutilized tactics in the game, the difference between short and long delay wake-ups, and full auto here, mixing it up quite well, throwing off Tweedy's, you know, meaty timings, and now he's in control. You know, Tweedy, it's not over yet as Kenshi, for whatever reason, wipes off his eyes. I don't know how I feel about this, but right now,
big meaningless damage.
Overhead.
And what a setup! Here we go. Drops the combo though. That was some dirt from full auto in the corner there.
All right, Tweedy now gets the low demon. Tweedy in control, but instead it's gonna eat the bone. Doesn't have the arm, the leader to extend the combo now.
And what a backdash to the X missile, and that's gonna do it. And full auto takes it. And he's gonna go to top 8. Congratulations, young man.
Wow. And full auto just reading it, but more Jacqui action, you know, and this is a more 0 to 100 style, you know, less methodical, more in your face. I'm just gonna do what I want in YungMonster. And you know, he's just filling up the screen with his entire artillery now, all the bullets, you know, pushing the costs of the special forces, you know, budget up higher and higher. You know, I don't know if the taxpayers of, you know, Earthrealm are the ones, you know, paying for all of this that YungMonster is expending, but it's working in his favor so far. This is going to be enough to kill young Jacqui Briggs. 38%, not an ounce of research wasted. Oh, and the stinky leg denial. Get out of my face, young.
And wake up rocket. Savagery from YungMonster early. It's so fast, it was like 11 frame startup. Safe on block.
Yeah, to deal with it.
Patiently waiting his turn, outwaits the flex, and now he can go crazy, but good read from Destroyer to come in and get the flex up, and this is exactly what he wants. Corner pressure, that can be overbearing if you do not find a way out of that armor. Very good way for him to get off before going for the armored attempt. And YungMonster, oh, it's actually connected. That was kind of crazy.
The stankiest of the legs, 4 stanky legs right there, and YungMonster.
Flexed on this man himself with some stanky legs, and that's one big difference we saw in Full Auto's gameplay versus YungMonster. We didn't see one stanky leg from Full Auto, and showed how effective this character can still be without it.
Yeah, he even got a stanky leg combo just a little bit outside of the corner. 2 stankies back to back. Stankiest of all the legs, and right now the double hit on the hand cannon. Destroyer trying to advance with those long scimitar normals, but you know, full auto just too much right now. And wow, great denial of the smart disc, absorbing it. You know, we talk about him using all the technology the special forces, you know, grants her, and he's not letting us down. Putting that military, you know, money to good use, as YungMonster has put up a wall of fire and bullets, keeping Destroyer out at every single turn. And look, even the meterless stuff there, YungMonster with the recognition to not go the entire string, cuts it short 29%. And Destroyer, is he finally in?
Has to plus range with disrespect with a down 3. If YungMonster would have put out a stand 4, that would have been huge.
All right, and the big leg into the smart disc setup. YungMonster with the long delayed wake up, but instead eats the overhead. Here we go now. Destroyer on a roll, and the big boot comboing from the smart disc, and Destroyer with the smart stuff running out to escape, but instead gets the extended run because the smart disc actually killed, resetting the neutral at mid screen. Blanche in the background. Blanche in the background dead now, and YungMonster with the back-to-back backdoor twos, just letting all of that work fly.
And trying to EX laser out of the gap in the 4-2-2 down slam, but low profile is the laser, unfortunately getting Destroyer off a bar.
Alright, overhead, double dash. Didn't have the meter to run, but YungMonster still optimizing all of his space, knows his combos and his setups, and armors through Destroyer's attempt to lunge in with that scimitar.
And the recovery, it looked like Destroyer had pressed the button on the recovery of that up rocket and still lost to Youngest came on the scene. He was a Goro main and he actually had a side character that was Predator. And then slowly made the transition to Predator, and now he's got Predator Tremor. So I love the evolution of Destroyer since day one. And man, oh man, he is one of the most improved guys in the scene from day one.
Alright, gets the load now. Yep, to start things up. Finally, a little mix-up with the laser. He hasn't been able to stay on YungMonster for longer than about 5 seconds. You know, a sequence or two, and just like that, back to business as usual, as this set has been the dash into the double dash on the hit confirm from the up rocket, and YungMonster kind of cruising at this point, you know. Let go of the wheel, press the button, and cruise control we go as he's making his way to top 8. Simply, you know, going through the motions at this point.
And yeah, as you said, that Destroyer's not been able to generate too much pressure. I mean, all the staggers have been read by YungMonster, and he's jumped every single one of them. Instantly gotten out of the pressure and just resets to neutral, and things have been going his way.
Yep, and gonna get the whip punish. Doesn't go for the full combo. Instead, lets Destroyer live, you know, to his punishment now. And that smart disc doesn't connect, forcing Destroyer to drop it. Has to start again, and just like that, he's out of control in his sequence.
And no matter where you are, that is a mid, and that is 16%. And this is deadly, making him want to jump. And that one more hit's gonna close out.
Oh, wait a minute.
Only a real master.
Absorb.
Oh,
and armors through and blows his brains out through the back of the dreads. You know.
Jacqui wins.
Respect both of these as we get into the match for top 8. iLuusions. Reptile again.
Sticking with Nimble, wants to get that Basilisk rolling, and doesn't get the full combo punish. Oh, and dashes into the active frames on the activation of the Flame Aura, and here we go, trying to get things going. And doing the simple mix. iLuusions getting the Basilisk up, but eats the takedown. Very good input from Frozen Acid in the slowdown to wake up to come out and punish the Basilisk attempt from iLuusions. And once again, that's back-to-back dashes into the Flame Orb. And that was a sick fireball cancel into the closeout just to build a little more meter.
Round 2.
It's so funny because you run like right into the active frames of the Flame Orb. You know, iLuusions, I'm sure he would have reacted and stopped, and as he gets into the Basilisk,
he doesn't want he doesn't want any part of this right now.
Alright, and the unblockable now, iLuusions getting nasty, committing to the force ball.
Unfortunately, the slowdown right when that happened. And usually he pulls out the Basilisk when the claw hits.
Alright, Acid Spit gets the force balls out. Yeah, iLuusions ought to be careful with those. Scorpion can definitely punish. And no, sir, that is not a thing at all. And instead of jumping out, you know, Frozen Acid is just gonna standing to right through that, you know, not real continuation with the force ball after the back 1-4. He knows.
And actually
blocked the unblockable!
Frozen Acid might be a guy, guys. He knew that with one hit left on the line, that iLuusions was going to go for the tricky forward 4 slide. That was godlike. Did that close it out? But that was a great block in that clutch situation. And reacting to the startup of the Acid Bolt, forcing iLuusions off the meter.
fact that he blocked it is the reason why Illusions won the round. You're not allowed to block the unblockable and win. Something just isn't right in the balance of the Nether Realm if that happens. So now, you know, Frozen Ass is going to have to dig deep, and he can take this round, but he's a huge comeback. And this is the start of it. Gets the throw. Plus frames from the 2-1-4 cancel. Illusions oddly pressing the button there, sir. What is wrong with you? It is not your turn. 80 Flame Aura. And the Basilisk has to break. No bar for either one of these guys.
And coming in with the Tatsu from Reptile. It gets the knockdown, and now we got Basilisk zoning on deck. It doesn't block it the second time around. And what a delayed wake-up. So clutch.
Again, that's been a theme of the night. At the perfect time, these guys mistiming their meetings.
Oh,
and then brutality, as he walks right into it, we won't get the secret.
Round 1, fight.
That's some tech right there. Getting the knockdown. Basilisk is up early and doesn't watch his feet again. And puts out the EX acid bubble. Look at the health just melting away.
Oh my god, and Illusions, even though all of those errant hits were connecting for combos, Illusions just refused to continue them, just letting the acid puddle damage stack, and just like that, only a real master could make this comeback.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Keeps it safe. Connection into the teleport, runs under the spark stuff, and the flame aura.
Look at how much damage this is doing!
Below. And working on a real master comeback, but he couldn't take the chip from the force ball. Ducks the acid spin, but doesn't jump out in time, and Illusion's gonna deny the comeback, staying poised and keeping his positions.
And very good. Kind of hit confirming the claw. You know, into the Basilisk. That was really smart from Illusions, and great block. He actually might have got a conversion off that if he would have dashed instantly after that acid spit. Things are getting crazy here.
Oh, and the overhead smacks him down into the claw. Basilisk is up this time. He's going to go for the forward 4-1 slide. Illusions with the mix-up. He knows that Acid's been able to block the unblockable, but no, sir, denied. And it's just chip damage at this point, but we've seen that Acid had what it takes to make a huge comeback. Blocks that. Doesn't continue the combo. And Illusion's moving like a madman now, baiting out that teleport. You know, as we see in scramble situations, they can go any way, and tonight has been no different with the amount of scrambles we've seen tonight. And right now,
did you see the sexy fireball cancel, Doug? Full screen. That's a great takedown. Stopping the approach.
Yeah, Frozen Acid. Yeah, he's really smooth in his approach. You know, he just shows you that his execution is ready at at a moment's notice. And a little shimmy there, Illusions with the patience. And no pull for you, sir. Trying to block the unblockable, gets hit with the overhead. And wow, blocks it all. Great defense.
Ooh, and doesn't go into the acid bubble, which is full combo punishable. Yeah. And backs off. Oh, look at the actor frame.
So that was so plus. Illusions tried to press something, it didn't even matter. And in all likelihood, that jailed. He couldn't even get an armor attack out.
I believe someone said that it can be plus 18. If done correctly off of meaty. The double a neutral jump punch into a neutral jump kick mid-screen into meaty flame aura can be very plus.
And another mistake there is Acid leaves more damage on the floor. The active frames from that flame aura anti-airs Illusions. He goes with the stand too, but doesn't get the entirety of it. And now a throw set up as Acid's blocking for dear life, not trying to lose in that damage over time puddle. Trading pokes, flame auras up, teleport raw. And Illusion's not trying to give him the ability to break, but instead he teleports out anyways, you know, just submits the round, which is good to go.
And great run under by Illusions and hit confirming into the basket. That was disgusting.
Please. Wow, great reaction from Frozen Acid there. Now the plus frame. Now the flame aura. Watch him. Oh, the EX fireball keeps the things going. Dunks.
Ooh, putting out a big whiff there. What's Frozen Acid, but Illusion's not doing anything about it.
Gets the claw down. Basilisk is up. Wants to come in. Oh, get the raw sweep. Not sure if you can combo off of it. Maybe some fancy stuff. Now, Frozen Acid is in control. Plus frames from Illusions. reverse with the flame aura, and now backdashes out of the way, gets the conversion, smart stuff, spins the bar, extend the combo, gain more damage. Here's the restand. What's it gonna be? Flame aura into the reset throw. That was so slick and great timely fashion from the. I'm telling you, I think changing costumes is the real tech, and we'll see how this goes.
And for once, we get a rare loss for illusions and not a character select after.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. The Basilisk up. Won't get the extended damage, but goes for the sweep just to keep the control. And now Illusion's playing like a madman. MK9 style.
This is MK9 dashing everywhere. That's exactly right.
Everywhere. He is not slowed down a bit. It looks like he's moving even faster with the slowdown. And I don't know if something triggered Illusions or that snake around his waist wrapped around a little tighter, but whatever it is, I'm changing the costume. Worked out in Illusion's favor right now, and that was just an offensive onslaught from the reptilian devil himself, little traitor. He's a traitor too. I don't like traitors. So mad.
That man, quite traitorous. Oh!
Yes.
Oh, he was banking on that actually punishing. Still too late on the forward four, and now in control. Throws an acid, and wow, what a conversion! Off just a 114 anti-air, didn't cancel anything.
Sick. Oh, going for the throw again, but you can't grab someone out of hit stun after that 1-1 connected, and now Acid's gonna break. He wants this round now. Won't be able to survive another anything. Raw elbow dash from Illusions into the basket. Presses on the button, but not enough frames. Too slow, and Illusions is going to do it. Acid puddle, more fingers twitching, and man, I guess he's hungry.
Hungry for this top 8.
Reptile wins.
So here we go. Rewind. Versus Star Charger, and going with Noxious Reptile is Rewind with a surprise pick.
Okay, the Noxious stuff. We got the stink gas out, trying to close the door on the princess to see if that royal Athenian nose can take some of that super stink, you know, wherever Reptile's from. I don't even care. Like, all right, and elbow dash is out. Excuse me, EX Lide's out. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Up close, spins the bar. It's gonna stay in control here. Drops the combo though, but you know, ticking away is that Noxious gas. You know, short and steady is the death, but it all adds up.
And this is all gonna come back, but releases it a little too soon. This is a great pick, having that reflect, because it will reflect everything that Reptile throws at this moment. And wow, the forward 4 hits, but the acid spit does not. Lady, hit, please.
Oh, and gets the NJP conversion there, close enough for that to connect off of the float canceling. Star Charger drawing first blood, and the EX fan lips looking for the trade, but a little too slow on startup there. That acid spit recovers just in time for Rewind to survive.
Keeping it safe with the claw, and went for an instant NJP, but going into the active frames of Star Charger, missing his combo. These full cancels have been paying off greatly for Star Charger. Gonna put him back in the corner. Watch out for Rewind's breaker. Now wake up here. Wakes up with the claw. And savagery. That's 3 wake-ups. 3 wake-up armor back to back. Oh my god. Savage.
Not? If it works, let it rock. And he's gonna hold that.
And actually. And what was
a little too long.
Yeah, what was smart was Rewind getting to him in time with the dash into the forward 4 to hit him before the projectile got to him. So that was pretty fast.
All right, gets the combo conversion here. Should be a solid 30%. 31. Gets the jump in now, still in control. And yep, armor's out. Rewind not dealing with it. And mixing it up, he has the force ball there. Down 1 punish on that elbow dash. Could have got more, but Star Charger looking more for the space at this point. Oh, and a raw armored, you know, butt slam.
Those are some instant fans too. And Rewind didn't hit confirm at my costume here, but the staggers.
And there he goes, gonna get the punishment. What? Didn't go for the full string. Could have killed him with the grab into the Vita burn, but still gets the kill anyway it goes. And Rewind. 2 slices.
Reptile in his gamer. That's sleek.
Oh, and that's a full combo punish there. But is wary of, you know, Kitana canceling into float and, you know, throwing a fan back the other way or going for the square wave and not watching his toes. Going to get opened up by that back three. That low combo started now. Full combo. Mid-screens a corner 40% and Star Charger back in control. Oh, and Rewind with a huge NJP read. Oh, wake up. Decent chip there from a force ball. Reflects it back. Star Charger says, no, sir, I do not want this. You can have it. And the slide punish on the forward two up four string. And Rewind just mixing it up. Baits him out. Doesn't, well, he had to meet it to extended combo, but wasn't looking to just yet. And nice jump out from Star Charger. Is not going to take that EX force ball and allow Rewind to continue the pressure, but instead backs up, tosses the outworld apples. You know, those should have been holographic too, but it is what it is. Rewind with the double jump and the forward four slide unblockable lives again. Star Charger not able to mount the comeback, but still in a prime position, playing well. Rewind just being a little more clutch and taking advantage of the low life situations. Slightly better than Star Charger.
And playing so is Rewind. Doesn't have the craziness that we saw from iLuusions. Where every knockdown we saw Basilisk and things like that. Actually, when he gets knocked down, he just plays it nice and safe, nice and solid. But Star Charger's trying to come back with these big girl damage mid-screen.
Yeah, man, the optimal stuff, 36% there, and the fans into control. Rewind trying to slide his way in, and the forward two covers so much real estate. There would have been enough chip to kill, and Rewind a little hesitant to make a move. You know, although he is obeying the golden rules quite nice. Rewind showing a lot of poise and a lot of patience for such a young kid, and oh, that was beautiful. Using the invincibility from that Tiger Leap to escape both the returning force ball and the acid spit. But he doesn't watch his legs. So acid spit is 49%. Star Charger trying to squeeze out every bit of damage he can, and a nice down two on the float reaction. You know, you can anti-air float if you know what's coming and you wait for it, but Rewind, you know, one of the few people I've seen actually do it recently as he loses this, and Star Charger ties it up at the game of peace.
Very good stuff. Rewind. Number two, might even be four.
Yeah, and this being the, like, easier, like, I don't understand why he didn't start with Raiden. You know, he doesn't have a problem dealing with Kitana. He has a teleport, so the zoning is, you know, less relevant than almost any matchup in the game. Raiden's always had a good time. That forward one, you know, any string into, you know, fan is punished by forward one. Kitana cannot get her game, like, going against his character. Like, it's such an easy thing.
Exactly, just like that. Any instant air fan teleport in and just react accordingly with a forward one, or as you saw there, the vicinity blast. Getting the full combo.
Caught, not blocking. I don't know what he was doing. It looks like he was just standing there. And Star Charger is going to spin both forms for the momentum. Delayed wake up, tries to backdash away, plus frames, and Star Charger caught, disrespecting him, trying to press a button and Rewind just like that. This match looks way different than the Reptile set. Oh, and that's going to be a punish. Oh, but he starts with the forward one. As a high, Kitana's body low profiling after blocking that square wave. You're going to need to come with a mid to get that punish.
Great stagger with the throw. Rewind has a bar, he has to watch out for EX teleport at any moment.
Alright, Rewind staying away, the big leg. Star Charger still jumping back, making all the right decisions right now. You know, not being opened up, a lot of blocking, but there's nothing wrong with that. The EX teleport. A lot of plus frames. It was not Star Charger's turn just yet, but the down one lip. He is going to take his turns. Rewind trying to play a respectable game with counter pokes and the like. But Star Charger's like, I don't care, dog. Down one lip. What's up? Press a button. And the OS there, unintentional, but he'll take it. Star Charger looking to throw a fan, but Rewind with the teleport, reversing his buttons and giving him a lift instead. Full combo either way, and he'll take it.
Final round, fight.
Wow, and a nice anti-air there with the forward one. Rewind with the wake up Superman, nobody home, but instead teleports right back behind the princess. Plus frames, let Star Charger jump out now. Trying to press a button after getting hit with a poke. No, sir, it is not your turn. Down one into the chakra.
And what an anti-air, that forward one.
Yeah, this is great adjustment. You know, after Rewind has done the close teleport, he does the far one. and he's caught Star Charger trying to jump out or press a button, either to clip him with that big leg or get the anti-air with the forward one. Smart stuff, and it's just great adjustment now.
Ooh. Great reaction. When you see the teleport away, jumping back, the smartest option, as they love to go for that big boot off the teleport away.
Oh, and a huge risk there from Star Charger. Unnecessary. Does he have enough to survive this? He does not. The throw, 12%, just enough. And rewind, tying it up. Access to the parry now. So a lot of Raiden and you know, rewind in general is starting his offense with highs and mids, and that parry could come in handy. Let's see how Star Charger utilizes Assassin's, you know, variation-specific tools.
And starting off this match with a vicinity blast that reached towards the heavens. Zeus himself came down and slapped her out that air. That was ridiculous.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. The beautiful stuff. Now rewind card pressing buttons on wake up, eating the full brunt of the forward one combo starter. Now this is an easy 36% into the hit advantage. Star Charger is going to do his patented throat slice to crossover, try to reverse some wake ups, and rewind meeting him with a wake up of his own. No player still very much in this. Star Charger is going to spin the bar, rewind with the backdash now, not dealing with the pressure, because guess what? You don't have to. You know, you watch people sit there and block all of that unnecessarily. Rewind's like, hold on, dog, let me backdash. And Star Charger does not have the access to the square wave in this variation. And the NJP, wait a minute. Oh, gets the conversion, the swag. Double teleport, baits out the armor attack, and this is
oh my gosh!
That was so slick. So slick, beautiful bait, and fantastic conversion from Rewind.
Update, KP. They played off stream, and in Gambler 18 3-0s, Tears for Fears to make tight.
You know it had to happen that way. You knew it was going to happen that way. You know, when the match takes forever, it usually ends up being a blowout, and King Gambler delivering with 2 DQs, but 2 solid quality wins, and we will see him on Wednesday for the first time.
Tears for Fears' prophecy, unable to be trying to rule the world. But here we go, Rewind, turning things around completely after stealing that first round from Star Charger. And one shocker is going to do it, and that is going to close out that match for the night. And back into top 8 is Rewind.
Raiden wins.
With a great fatality. The last time I saw it, I believe, was Dr. Stabs. The last time I saw him in Combat Cup.
Right, well, just the rising karma, but doesn't get the follow-up conversion. Instead, whiffs the entirety of a 3-hit string. Easy punish on the wake up for Too Easy, but Tigers with the patience. Too Easy will not be able to just float around, you know, at far range and build meter from specials, as those, you know, bladed spirit constructs will readily slap him out of the air, just on display right now as soon as I say it.
And a good start from Tigers. Ooh, and perfectly spaced that EX push, trying to mount a comeback, get that health back. But Tigers has so much meter, and the run-up throw. You're respecting all of these spirits coming from Kenshi that you're sitting there frozen. Full screen, and did you see the swag full screen from Tigers in between each spirit? He's just over there dancing right now.
Okay, gets the push now. Too Easy, trying to find something now, but can't even approach. Gets the neutral duck on the teleflurry, but and Too Easy's running out of patience. Full combo conversion, pushed back full screen, and Titaniumtigerz pushing him away, chopping him down, one spirit at a time.
This is triggering a lot of PTSD for MK9 players.
Oh, please, you know who I played in MK9. This was the worst. I got dreams of Blackula back at Winter Brawl in 2012.
Blackula the God. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. It's terrible.
He was a local of mine. And he is actually, he's actually who brought me into the scene, babying me with Jade.
In the hardest week ever, I got lost. I just realized that. I just put a lot of T's together right there. Keep the wordplay.
Hey.
There's a difference between metaphors and real rap, you know? It's just, I got those. But back to the match, the spirits. Tiger definitely has
What a
those.
bait.
The bait on the punch for sure.
And he's gonna lose all that meter he built. Well, he was at Savage down 2 on Wake Up. Tigers, hello! From playing so solid to giving us a taste of what he's really about. Wake Up down 2.
All right, the EX push out there. Oh, it whiffs a raw lift. Not sure if Titanium was looking for more than that. I think he's just happy with the space at this point. Too easy with less than 10% now. And the chip, he won't be able to survive. But whips the back one, gets a second chance at life. Here we go, too easy. Time to start the blender. Looking for the unsaved guy. Not sure on that mix-up, but still teleporting. And eventually he gets tapped by the teleflurry. Weird sequence there and an uncharacteristic drop from Too Easy.
Oh, and that looked like a punish with the EX push, trying to get him off a little bit more meter. But even if Easy gets a hit, he is going to have a breaker at his disposal.
Oh, and whips the lift.
That's twice we've seen the big lift on the lift. And Tigers kind of playing the Mystic game. Playing the keep away and just trying to push him away. Just like that. Get off me, son.
Yeah, this is just a huge wall right now, and Too Easy actually can't get in. So much so that he's just going with the errant teleports now. Tigers is going to thank him for that free 33%, and now trying to jump in on his own. Too Easy reminding him that he also has a wall in the form of EX push, and it's who's going to give in first.
Yeah,
who has the extra insurance?
Oh, and it actually came out the right way.
Stop it. Yo. Close EX push again, he blocks it so well. He's building enough bar from all of these specials he's doing.
And Master of Souls, a variation we haven't seen from Ermac players in an age, Big D.
Oh my god, like it's ridiculous. So much so with Master of Souls, who just called me Big D, and I get it. You know, I get it, but he's online, you know, day one, down 3 scrubs. Shouts out to Young Dragon. If you're watching the Young Buzz, I remember. We all remember, you know, Toxic, when we first found out about him, it was all Master of Souls. This was like the entree, you know, entry-level character into MKX. Hey, you just started playing fighting games? Pick Master of Souls Ermac and learn how to mix.
50-50, half-life damage. Have a nice day.
You know, and a variation that seems to have fallen by the wayside, but Too Easy, looking to simply get the recapture with that soul ball because he doesn't like the defensive options.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Down 2 didn't work the first time around. Second time around, pays off. That was savage.
Yeah, he's been trying to keep the ball rolling, but Tweedy not able to get the ball going at all. Here we go. And Master of Souls combos are so long that he'll be able to get the soul ball back again in time, but elects to go for the throw and a meeting to beat the Wake Up and Too Easy. Down 1 force blast. Okay, the good stuff and the right read at the right time. Staying alive.
That round going down to 19 seconds. That was a key battle. All right, coming in. Keeping it full screen. This is what paid off so much against Mystic, was forcing a character who's used to sitting back himself and forcing mistakes to come in with the push of his own. Playing his own game. Too easy, but different variations.
Yo, that was so godlike. He hit him with the invisibility. He wowed out for a little bit, and Tigers was like, nah, dog, come back here. And down to them immediately upon recovery. The beautiful stuff coming down from this balanced Kenshi guy.
And you know, that's something you gotta believe in. You have to believe in him coming out at that exact moment. Oh, go for the X-rays. Too easy. That might cost him.
Yeah, he bet it all on that one go, trying to be stylistic and get the job done, and now he's gonna lose the round and has access to no meter. Too Easy without meter is gonna play a little on tilt as he starts the round with the soul ball. And now trying to build meter in every way possible, and Aaron kicks the soul ball. Not sure what he was thinking there. Maybe an input error, but Tigers with the throw, pushes him into the corner. Another throw that adds up 12% back to back. Will we see throw number 3? No, denied. Too Easy with the down 2, pushing Tigers back to full screen. Ooh, in the air-to-air soul ball. Too Easy. Enough chops and enough execution with the instant there. Are knocked down. Wow.
Oh, and it checks him again, coming out of the invincible float. Great push. Send a soul ball back. That would have been amazing. Gets the breaker
boy.
in time.
And just like that, Tigers has access. Oh no, he doesn't. He spins the bar. No! And no punish! He hesitated but too easy. Tried to go for an anti-air attempt, but instead gets his body kicked. And now he's lost his torso. And just like that, you needed to get that high in injustice. Like, it was ridiculous, but yeah, man, dedicated man of the craft as we get into it here. The Smoke Dog on the screen, baby, going up against Tanya. Revet choosing Dragon Naginata this time, trying to bounce around on that pole, but Smoke is like, come here, baby, I gotta try it with 4 poles on the side of me to pull her in when I need be. And Scar is gonna take advantage. An instant overhead with that pogo. Oh, so slick by Scar. Is gonna use the smoke port to phase through. Having none of these bouncing shenanigans, meets her in the air with the NJP.
Going for the damage, knocking her down into the corner. And this is going to be safe, and what a fade through the check by Revetleafing. And what was savage is that it actually hit the hitbox of Scar and put her in recovery instead of her whiffing, going the other direction.
Round 2, fight.
It's kind of OD.
And an NJT. Yep. This man has done his homework. And comes in with the 4-3-4. Scar, one of the guys that uses that the most, and I love it.
That was so slick there, and now Revet's been conditioned on the instant air pogo. He doesn't even see if it hit. He instantly jumps away from Smoke's character so that Scar doesn't meet him with another NJP. And the Scar savage me there with the down one until they can't teleport, looking for something. But Revet with the patience. And a slick conversion there. 4 down 1 spins the bar to extend it up to 28%. Wow. And Scar just commits to it. He wants to win. Doesn't care that he has no armor. Doesn't he teleport?
And then overhead.
Stop it.
And oh no, here he comes. Oh Lord, here comes SonicFox. I thought we were done with him for the night.
We'll see if Robot's like a little tip drill every now and then. All right, go ahead. He has no heart. He is programmed for Tanya. Wow, he's just gonna go for the throw punish. You know, to get that ever-important first bar meter, and Smoke ports away, baits the wake up instantly. Scar just knows, you know, Revet's eating right out of his hands right now. Scar's getting him to do whatever he wants him to do. That Lin Kuei program looking more like mind-reading technology instead of robot, you know, directory.
And back into the corner you go.
There you go, fighting back.
And Scar, tech throw and put it all on the line, but gets the breaker. That was that extra to be good risk, but now Revetleafing can just chip out with that shroud on top of him, that projectile, doing so much even on block.
All right, the easy pickup, nice hit confirmed from Scar into the smoke bombs. Gonna go for the air throw. Who knows what happens inside that dust right there? They're moving pretty fast, but I'm gonna assume it's some very not nice things. As Scar again resets it. Here we go, another air throw. And Scar just teleporting all over the place. Leaving a puff of smoke in every direction, and Revet not able to get out of the corner in that sequence. Scar with the steamroll. He hit him once and decided he didn't want Revet to play anymore, so you might as well put the controller down, young man. And now he fights back. Plus frames. Again, back to back. More plus frames.
And that 4-3-4 paying off for Scar every single time it seems. And the mixes coming, and Scar blocking all of them.
Yeah, but he's staying dusted right now. Revet going on a second layer of that Pyromancer Shroud. And oh man, that was about 4 overhits to block back to back, and they all get that. And even then it's not cool, but still, come on, man. Be courteous to your fellow competitors at the very least.
It looks like Scar doesn't want to risk something whiffing on the recovery of that drill kick and just is opting for throw every single time. And forward 4 should do the trick.
Alright, he's gonna restand him with the Trident now. Jump into using the plus frames, and you can't even see smoke cloud everywhere. That second hand doing Tanya's body very bad, as she has no idea what was going on, couldn't see what angle she got hit from, and just like that, her life bar is depleted. The smoke dog's gonna float away, you know, test out the little rocket boosters right quick, make sure all systems are functioning.
Oh no, and just not pressing a button there was Revetleafing.
And Scar, who's known to take advantage of it. We saw him do it to Jago Blake back at Mid-South Championships. He wasn't moving, and just like that, no, not Mid-South Championships, the other tournament in Oklahoma, I forget the name, but either way it goes, when he recognizes your controller is not moving, that is not his problem. Scar with the...
Fight.
All right, game 3. Revit now back in the saddle, trying to stagger, and Scar's going to challenge him instantly. He does not care. In the mix-up right now, Revit fighting back, only a real master. I mean, he essentially gave away a game there, you know, and Scar just got a free game, and you hate it when it happens that way, but it is what it is. Now Revit trying to fight through. Ooh, and recovers in time to block that second hit of the string, but does not block his head as the EX teleport connects. And the down 2 from Revit, trying to fight back, catches a startup, frames on the smoke part, and smart stuff from Revit, using the guaranteed interactable slam off the massive amount of plus frames from that Dark Shroud on hit. Alright, jumps in, 2-1 conversion, a little too high for the, a little too low for the spears to connect, excuse me. And shrouds out, NJP, after Revit tries to challenge the neutral jump. Not sure what the train of thought there was, but Scar will take it now. Life lead, almost even. Revit with a slight advantage, armors out, and the down 2. Get off me, young man. And wow, goes for that bitch slap, as the move is aptly named that. And Scar's gonna whiff the low instant air, drill, and rep again.
Fight.
And here we go, Scar trying to close it out here. It's important to not let it phase you. You fought to get this far, and even though you gave away a game, you have to look at it like you're up 2-1. And you've already been in control of the match. But speaking of control, Scar now halfway there to a flawless victory now. Whiffs the jump in, gets the errant pickup hit, but no hit confirmed. And oh man, if Scar spins the bar here, this will be a flawless. Won't be able to kill with the air throw, but the meaty knee here and the slide, and man, you hope Revit has it cracked at the seams. Scar, the flawless victory.
Oh, and blown up the gap there with the shroud. Very good stuff from Revit.
Yeah, wait a minute, Revit seemed to be not phased at all as he's fighting back. And wow, the great directional hurtbox, a little smoke from the back coming from Smoke's backside to, you know, dump right on Tanga's head. And Revit fighting back so valiantly, gets the low starter. Ooh, EX phases through, and now Scar with the reset, mixing them up. Ooh, super high on that standing 4. It almost made the camera jerk out of the game. In the low like this, Revit so close, whips a drill kick, and Scar's gonna EX through, and just like that, momentum shift back to the Lin Kuei Warrior himself, calls SonicFox out where he will join him on Wednesday. And not like this, but it is what it is. Scar, your last member of Wednesday's top 8, and advancing 3-2 over Revetleafing.